Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to find out whether or not the bull market is officially over. But before we do get ahead of ourselves, guys, we need to make sure that we are removing all emotions and listening to what the charts and what the macro is telling us. All right, boom, we're going to stay positive this week, guys. We're going to stay positive this week because a lot of us need the positivity. Who was up last night and watched the price of Bitcoin and ETH and our alts take a big poopy time, right? I was there watching it. I was thinking, oh my God. Then I said to myself, hold on a minute, let me just check my charts. Check the charts, and guess what? The technical breakdown target for Ethereum that we spoke about in the last video on Saturday had been hit, okay? So 1812 was hit. That was the rising wedge pattern breakdown. Now, I did say that if we don't hold it, we got 1679. If we don't hold that, we got this area of the channel, 1305, okay? So if we do go to these levels, before I do start to panic, what I do is I open up my charts. And this is why I plan everything ahead. If you guys don't use TradingView, make sure you use TradingView, okay? Because it makes understanding these moves a lot easier. Now, Bitcoin still has a little bit of a way to go down, guys, okay? We still got about 79.9 as our target, so like 3K-ish, to go down for Bitcoin, still under this larger resistance, okay? So, to be honest, to me, I don't really think this looks too bearish. I said if we lose these lows, then yeah, that's going to look bearish to me. If we lose these lows, then probably most likely call in the bear market. But the fact that we're just rejecting off this resistance here, leading into April, leading into historically one of the most bullish seasonal times for Bitcoin, you know, I can deal with that for now. Still got to break the 100 MA, still got to break this red line, still got to hold this low. No need to pivot just yet, guys. And then look at the total 3. Unfortunately, we didn't get the high low. Unfortunately, we are back in our bottoming zone, which is a good bottoming zone for altcoins. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait now until we do start to have confirmed breakouts to be accumulating more, right? I've been stacking cash. Okay, makes it a lot more fun because the price of what I'm stacking is not going up and down 20% in a day, in a week, right? So stack the cash in here, wait for the confirmed breakouts for altcoins, and this is going to be for like most likely the top altcoins. Okay, this is total 3. If you look at the others chart, it looks like very different to this. The others chart does not look good. Let me show you that actually. Now, anyone with a sane mind would say that this others chart has clearly topped. Okay, compare it to the last time, right? Boom. Look very similar to the Bitcoin chart. However, why is it very different to the Bitcoin chart this time around, guys? That is because the amount of shitcoins that have been minted and then been listed on exchanges. Exchanges have been listing a stupid amount of shitcoins this time around, guys. So, you know, you got to think about that when you're looking at different charts. That's why I always look at the total 3, because this is taking into account all of these dead meme coins on Solana that, you know, on CoinMarketCap or on Mexi or on whatever, LBank, and then they just go to 0, and then it's bringing down like all of this, okay? So, yes, there were extreme pumps in liquidity in these smaller caps, but pretty much, you know, everything in the others is not looking too good. And that's why I'm not messing with too many meme coins, guys. That is why I'm trying to keep my bags to a lot of the big, safer plays and why I rejigged my portfolio. So when we do look at the market today, guys, we're nearly back in extreme fear. Bitcoin still at 82k, ETH still at our bottoming zone right now for the shorter time frame. Again, we could go lower. And then our altcoins, you know, giving back pretty much all the gains that we made over the past couple of weeks, guys. We're back to where we were. Now, this is actually the largest difference between altcoins and Bitcoin market cap, or at least in the last 2 years, okay? At least in the last 2 years. So does that mean we've got a big way for the money flow to go from Bitcoin into our altcoins? But I do think money flow needs to come from somewhere else before we can start to say, right, we're going to get that money flow into altcoins. And that's going to be from gold into Bitcoin first, guys. If you haven't been here, you wouldn't know that gold usually does flow into Bitcoin, or it usually runs first, and then you see Bitcoin second. Even if you look at it in just commodities, you see gold first, silver second, right? Same way you see Bitcoin first, ETH second, okay? So looks like we're having a bearish divergence in gold right now on the RSI. So does that mean we're at a top? We're near a local top for gold. I think gold probably could run a little bit more, you know, into the end of the year. And if we do find a local top, this could be like where we do find the bottom for Bitcoin, and then that money starts to flow in. You know, that the M2 looks like we are in the bottoming zone. That's another contributing factor to why I do think Bitcoin is near a bottom, and why we should just chill away from touching too many buttons in our portfolio right now, guys. And we could see a little halt on the altcoin / ETH pairs, because I do think that now we're looking for that fourth touch on 71% Bitcoin dominance. Everybody just wants this thing to drop down. It's still not dropping down. Maybe it breaks through 71, because now everyone's eyes is on 71% dominance. But historically, every time it hits 71%, that is where the true altcoin season started. So we come back to the liquidation heat map, guys, and like we said, we had that lower area near the 80s to be picking up the liquidity. Looks like it's pretty much picked up the liquidity now. Now we've got some at around 86 to 87k, and then to print that higher low in the macro, which is going to be like 90k, okay, 89, 90k. That's in line with the fact that we've got CME gaps in this area here as well, guys. So it looks like Bitcoin is ready to print a local bottom, at least a local bottom, and maybe we see some relief over this week, over next week. Sometimes Bitcoin likes to throw a curveball at us, right? So we're expecting a bullish April. It might just continue the dump into April, then everyone gets really fearful. I would not be surprised if that happened. We've got to see how it goes, guys. So we still could be going down to 79k. Do remember that. We still got to break 84k on the 4 hourly, right, to flip bullish on the 4 hourly, and we still need to break this descending level of resistance. So Bitcoin has got a lot of work to do before we can start getting ahead of ourselves, guys. But times are looking bright ahead of us. There will be a time where all of this noise here will be forgotten if we can resolve to the upside. The same way I'm sure many of you guys can't even remember what it was like down here, and I said to you guys, you're all gonna forget this. You're all going to forget this. No one's going to talk about 48k. We're meant to be going to 20k when we're up here, okay? Same business, I believe, is going on now. Nobody's going to be talking about, oh, we're meant to be going to like 60k now is the new, what, 30k down here. No one's going to talk about it when we're up at 120k, all right? So, eyes on the prize. Stay chilled. Stay emotionless. Don't make rash decisions. And that's it from me to you guys. So if you find anything useful, click that subscribe button. Let me know how you're feeling to start off the week. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.